It is Monday, October 21st, and this red candle is the beginning of our last real buying opportunity in the crypto space for quite some time, in my personal opinion. So let's do a quick update on Bitcoin's chart and let me explain what I'm talking about. Now, where we're at today on the chart is yesterday and also today's candle, which still has 12 hours to go before it is done, both attempted but got rejected by the previous bull cycle's all-time high. This was expected, particularly when we were highlighting that Bitcoin is so very overbought at the moment and that we're going to come down and try to reconnect with this major line of support, reestablish it as support again, just like as we did back here, and reconnect with, at the very least, the 12-day exponential moving average, this teal line. This is a totally normal move, and it doesn't mean we're about to go into a bear period or anything. It just means we're going to come down and reestablish support. And the other thing that would do is when we zoom out to the weekly time frame, we can see that the weekly time frame isn't showing what the daily chart did. And we want to see that happen. What the daily chart showed that I highlighted was that we had a bullish breakout above this support line, and then immediately we had a little red wick down that reestablished it as support. Since this goes back several months, like this pattern has taken months to unfold, we want to see that same thing play out on the weekly chart as well. We have the bullish breakout, but on the weekly chart, we don't have its reestablishing of this line as support, which is what we're working on now. We're going to come down here, we're going to touch it. You know, maybe there's a chance we do break below it, touch the 12-week exponential moving average, come up and have a weekly candle close. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that's a little bit too of a bearish, bullish scenario given what we have here. I think what's going to happen is we'll come back down to this line, touch it as support again on the weekly time frame, and that will confirm the bullish breakout of this weekly bullish bull flag pattern that we have. Another thing that makes me think that us actually breaking below this line, touching the 12-week exponential moving average as support won't happen also is because the weekly stochastic RSI still has, room to the upside before it's in overbought territory. So I don't think that's going to happen. And also, when this pattern breaks out, this bull flag breaks out, it does come down to the top line, established as support, and typically does not break below it. So a lot of things are saying that the weekly chart doesn't need to go back down to the exponential moving averages. The daily chart does, right? Because the daily chart's lining up their exponential moving averages with this line here. So this tells us that Bitcoin should come down to roughly 66,000, where this line is here, turn it into support. Maybe this week is a bit of a dud for Bitcoin. A dud, it goes down $2,000. We see altcoins have a little bit of pain, and that is our last real buying opportunity throughout this week before this line is confirmed again as support on the weekly time frame, and then the breakout of this sends us to about $85,000 to $90,000. So if you're looking to buy Bitcoin, I would say this entire week you're going to have buy opportunities before we look to explode. Maybe it's not the whole week, maybe it's only going to be about 3 or 4 days or so, but still, you're going to have some opportunities to buy, air quotes, cheaper Bitcoin, by about $2,000. And if you're in altcoins, you could see altcoins slide by quite a bit more. Bitcoin's dominance is very high, meaning most of the money is going to Bitcoin right now. Altcoins could suffer and be in a little bit of pain at the moment for the next 1 to 1.5, maybe even 2 weeks, depending on what altcoins you're in. This is the buy window that we have, because once Bitcoin starts erupting, Bitcoin's going to soar and altcoins are going to lag. But once Bitcoin gets into price discovery mode, once it gets really above $72,000, you're going to start to see altcoins begin to catch up and begin to catch up quickly. So I say we have about 1.5, maybe 2 weeks to be scooping up the altcoins that you may feel like you don't have enough of. That is the update for the day. Hope you have a good day. Do good things. Be good people. Make a bunch of money.